Alright, YouTube family, as usual, in traffic, on the way home, get my glasses off, get the reflection out. You know, Connor McGregor, I'll put the glasses back on, ain't just because I'm driving, reflection or not. Connor McGregor says that if the fight had been stopped sooner, that Jorge Carvalho would still be alive. I butchered his name. I'm sorry about that. I'm only fluent in one language, and I barely know to speak that one properly. So I'm sorry for butchering the guy's name. But I'm reading an article about the referee, and the referee said that the stoppage was a clean stoppage because he saw that Carvalho was still defending himself. And in MMA, if the fighter is fighting the stoppage and defending himself, then you allow the fight to keep going. And most of the time, you'll hear Herb Dean say, "You gotta fight. You gotta fight. If I don't see you fighting, If I don't see you fighting, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna have to stop it. You gotta fight. Are you fighting? Are you fighting? I need to see you fighting." He will say to the fighter to say, "Hey, listen. You're not defending yourself. If you're not defending yourself, I'm gonna have to pull the plug on this for your safety." Of course, it doesn't work like that all the time because we saw what happened when Luke Rockhold knocked out Chris Weidman, how banged up he was. I'm sure Herb Dean was quote unquote all over the action, as they like to say. So the referee used his best judgment. I watched the fight. I thought the stoppage was clean. Carvalho went down for a little while. The guy took his back. Then the guy started to throw some punches. Carvalho was up like this and like this. And then after he stopped doing that, stopped fighting back. That was when the ref had the stoppage. So to me, I believe the stoppage was clean. I think that this guy may have a pre-existing underlying condition, or maybe a concussion from training or something else that resulted in it. And fighting, it's a science, but it's not a perfect science. Same thing with refereeing. It's a science, but it's not a perfect science. Referee make the best decision, and he's trained to the best of his ability. Now, if it's a situation where the two guys are in the clinch and they're not fighting, and the action is moving and the ref is not separating them, that's one thing. The situation where the guy is throwing illegal blows and the ref is not saying no, you can't you can't throw a knee to somebody while they're on the ground, while they're getting up, that type of stuff, that's a whole other thing. But in this situation, I believe the referee made a good call. I'm sorry if the lights going in and out. I'm going down that bridge. But in this situation, I believe the ref made the best possible call that he could. And Conor McGregor, I understand he's a big time world champion now, so he can say what he want to say. But he wasn't the ref. I know he was ringside, and he wasn't the ref. And this is going to affect the sport in a major way, where I believe we're going to start seeing a lot of early stoppages. Not only that, Conor McGregor going back into the ring to fight Nate Diaz, I believe he was ringside. So seeing that Carvalho take hits like that and then die, that's going to affect his psyche while he's in training. That's going to affect him. That's going to have a serious impact on him, because there's no way you can love a sport, see somebody else doing the sport that you love, that person get hurt and killed, and it doesn't have an impact on you to where you take precaution, you're more cautious about your fighting, and you're more conservative about the type of risk that you're willing to take once you get back in the ring. So I agree with the ref. I watched that clip over and over and over again. It was a good stoppage. The guy had a brain bleed after the fight. His nose just kept bleeding out, and that's why they had to rush him to the hospital. There's nobody could have seen that coming. I hate to say it, but you know, I think we're probably gonna see more casualties like that. And I'm doing some research and compiling a list of casualties like this, not only from fighting but from dehydration. And I think that my list is getting longer as time goes by, and I'm gonna present that list in another video soon. And my main man, Slam X 1976. Listen, man, I like your video and I love your intro. If you can hook a brother up with an intro like that, with the music and the fight cheer and stuff bouncing around, hook me up. All right, man. Peace out.